Hello, my name is Vyacheslav. I am the producer of the video production Sabatovsky. And with me Sabatovsky. And we're just finishing our shoot in Skolkovo for the Sberbank company. But what I want to talk about right now is this tool what we use directly in filming, before filming, and in training, in our training.
Steps I take back to your
References. If you don't know these clips of other actors, foreign, Russian, everything that we can really own, analyze, create something similar, combine with each other, and by watching this video, we're improving the overall skill of watching. And this topic will be important to everybody, not just to filmmakers, but to people who think they are creative and belong to this profession. Let's go back 6 years, and at that time I couldn't even tell the fonts apart. There were two fonts in front of me, and I didn't know which was better and which was worse. People who knew said, "Slav, look, this one is much better," and I honestly didn't understand why. It was the same with the shots, with the composition and any other creative things, with the colors. I could combine two colors, just awful, but I didn't understand why they were terrible. And just after spending hundreds of hours watching a bunch of videos and photos from 100 creative pictures, I analyzed. And I was analyzing why this picture is recognized as human, and why another one isn't considered very good. And only in this way I was able to develop and reach the level that I have now. There's a book called Still as an Artist. Rappers love it. You should read it, but you shouldn't take it literally. If you find a picture that you like and use as a reference, you can do it very carefully, and it's probably the first step to actually understand how to do these things. Those things that you like. And after you have repeated a few references and you already understand how it all works, assemble from this cube's Lego exactly their creativity.
Chaos theory. Circumstances so sensitive to the initial conditions across the globe.
Plagiarism is not only the tool combining the repetition of several other people's pictures. You create something of your own. First of all, it's a tool for you to remember all that you noticed. It's not enough to see it or hear it. What you have noticed, you have to repeat it. For example, in 2011, after seeing a bunch of Nike videos Just Do It, I repeated them. A competitive sport for the Pepsi company, the all-Russian competition, and took second place. So guys, it's time to announce the winners at last. Second place, Slavik Hakhlov. Even won the MacBook White, and after that edited on it new videos. Then I sold it to buy a mirror camera, but that's another story. I want to tell you that by repeating what you've seen, the first thing you do is you pump yourself as a creative person. But now I want to talk about how we use these things, which are the references used in business. At meetings, we always show references to clients. Imagine the moment you went to a client and 5 minutes later you find out what the client wanted. You open your MacBook and show him an example video he can get and imagine the eyes of a client. He says, "Yes, that's what I want." And oh, you already know what he wants, oriented by price tag.
Qualified workers specializing in deluxe.
And there were a lot of times when everyone was talking about the same thing, but there was a very different picture in everyone's head. And especially those customers who they expect prices from you, and you present initially the wrong video and easy to execute. And then in the end everyone is unhappy because you, as a performer, set a small price, and then the customer finds out that the price should be increased. We have the same thing happening on the set. I remember those moments when it was just me on the set, or even sometimes it was just me with the camera, with the girl who decided to shoot, and you spent it all time and attention, for example, for the girl, to the camera, thinking how it would go according to plan, and not forget to do anything. And you completely forget the plans you want to realize. And at the point, I was just taking out my iPhone and looking at those plans that I had selected for myself. Yes, they were other people's videos, but as soon as I saw them, I immediately remembered everything that I wanted to shoot and began to shoot. And that was very helpful to me in filming. And before, when we weren't a team, we weren't fully production, everyone was independent of each other, watched some work that he liked and pumped on their own. Now we have special movie evenings. Once a week we get together as a team and each one shows about 2 or 3 clips that we saw this week, last week, and explains why he likes them. And in doing so, he is not only improving his skills around, but his whole team. We're just doing a lot of things. We're explained in our library of our general references. The whole team is pumped. Everyone understands the modern standard by picture, by represent. By the thought, of course, is a pleasant evening with their friends, colleagues, for the business from which we enjoy. So, watch videos, watch photos, pictures, everything that concerns you as a creative person. In this case, if you are a filmmaker, look videos. There are lots of groups. Go to Vimeo, travel there. There's 1 and 2 videos. It's a cool clip. And replenish your creative warehouse. But Vimeo, you see the cool video and you think, oh, look at the description. Look who made it. Who's the director of the photos. Look for them there, and most likely we found the same very often. Start watching already directly on his channel these videos, see what style of those dudes and how that style began to take shape over time. It's all traceable. If you start thinking about these things, you can't even see a movie in a movie theater. You will sit and think, that is how it's done. Why did we come here? I mean, you're starting to see the world in a different way, because your vision is changing, your style is changing. It's actually starting to appear, and it's starting to draw. So watch the references, take them apart and repeat. I wish everyone would be as a cool filmmaker as he is. Hlofed Sabatovsky overview. Bye everyone.